We're back with the best of Bleav Network Hour on Stadium. Do you believe?
We're back, baby. It's the Charities Try. Pitch of free throws, cuz they are free. Fisher, Tosopoulos, Snacks, Kreider. A lot of free throws going down for the next month, almost. Yep. Hopefully we see our boys in burnt orange hitting a lot of free throws until early April. But we want to talk prospects because right after this, NBA playoffs, right after that, NBA draft, and we're seeing some guys that'll be drafted in the first, second round and be making the impact at the next level in this dance. So, CJ Watson, Nick Schultz, Bleav in Bulls, check this clip out as they talk about Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller. I saw Woj say he might even be the number 2 prospect in this draft and jump Scoot Henderson to be the number 2 pick. That's an interesting idea to me.
No, yeah, I think so. I mean, he reminds me of Kevin Durant. I mean, obviously it's a big, tall task to put on a person, but his game reminds me of KD's, especially in college. He can shoot it, get to the basket, athletic, played a little defense, obviously, but he definitely has all the attributes of being a pro and a long-time pro, like a 10, 15-year career. So I definitely think he's going to be a lottery pick in probably top 5 also.
Who are some guys for you that you see as top prospects coming into this draft class? Draft is only, 4 days after the NBA Finals are over?
I think it's
if it
before
goes
Game 7.
Right,
Yeah.
if it goes to Game 7. Not a lot of time.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah.
But who are some guys you like?
I love Brandon.
He loves Brandon Miller.
I love Brandon Miller. If he goes on a run and shows out, there's no reason why he can't be the second overall pick in my mind.
I think for a lot of people, he already is there.
Despite all of the off the field, off the court issues that has been.
If he doesn't go to jail, bro,
right?
He got accused and that night dropped 41. I don't think he's tripping. I mean, he is traveling with an armed guard though because of threats. I read.
Wow.
Kind of wild. Who do you like?
Well, I think just broadly, like the tournament obviously is an opportunity for a lot of these guys to really showcase their talents, especially if they aren't already, a lottery pick. And if they are like late lottery or late teens, maybe jump into the lottery, some of those guys. So, like Davion Mitchell, who's not playing for the Kings, one of their backup guards who they took in the top 10. Bless you, Nick.
Thank you, sir.
but has become a really valuable piece on this number 2 seed in the Western Conference. Like, you can really make an impact. The guy wasn't even on draft boards before Baylor made that national championship run. So
you got a guy?
Massive opportunity. I'll mention 2 guys. One is in the tournament right now.
Okay.
And one is a guy who is not playing because the Michigan Wolverines did not make the NCAA tournament. I think a lot of people have him. They had him either late lottery or in the teens. Jet Howard, he's a nice 6'6" shooter that played for Michigan this season, shot the ball really well from 3. So I actually think I bring him up only to say he's going to drop on boards, and I think a team in the 20s that actually, is a playoff contending team in the NBA might have a good shot at a wing who can shoot, who can defend, and create a little bit for themselves off the bounce. And then guys that I'd like to see, make a run. Chris Murray, brother of Keegan Murray, who was the number 4 overall pick in this past draft, I think has a really great opportunity with the Iowa Hawkeyes to potentially upset Houston. If Houston wins that first game and Iowa comes away with a victory, he's going to be instrumental in them going deep into this tournament.
Cam Whitmore is another guy like Jet Howard. Villanova not being in the tournament, it's going to hurt his stock a little bit, I think. Cason Wallace is a point guard who's great defensively, great from scoring inside the arc. He's a good facilitator. If Kentucky goes on a run in that bracket, which we were discussing in the last segment, which could be anyone's game. Right? So I think he's a guy that could shoot up into the late lottery, potentially maybe even a little earlier. I'm not saying like Davion Mitchell, but if he has a great defensive showing in this March Madness and they go kind of far.
I mean, from a prospect standpoint, Cason Wallace is he's more enticing than Davion Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm watching that. I'm watching him. I'm watching the 2 guards, Nick Smith, Anthony Black from Arkansas, and then obviously Grady Dick. I know people are
going to
wishy-washy.
that next level of
where
a
is he
top
falling?
7 pick
exactly.
kind of situation.
Yeah, because if he's hitting, look, he had 3 threes in the first game. Let's say he explodes in the second game, takes down that Arkansas team and goes for 5, threes.
Yeah.
If he has an amazing tournament where he's absolutely draining from outside the arc and, he shows some ability to create his own shot.
Yep.
To me, Grady Dick is a guy that could sneak into the top 5.
Yeah, I think Jarris Walker from Houston, if Sasser can't get healthy and Houston ends up making some sort of run and Walker really has to to take on the load of that team and pushes them, to the Elite Eight or Sweet 16 as a freshman with his size, his versatility. He could skyrocket up boards.
And not even mentioning Duke. So, Nick, there's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of prospects, a lot more coming your
I
way.
didn't get to tell you about mine, but we're out of time.
We're the charity stripe. Hit your free throws because they're free. Fisher, Tosopoulos, Snacks, Kreider. Best to Bleav on Stadium.
Hang tight. We'll be right back in just a second with some more great Bleav content on Stadium.